Oftentimes, when you're working on an automation, you'll find that you need to create variables that are outside of the default list of variables provided by the tool. So for instance, if you need to handle a currency value, while you could use a generic value and cast it later on, sometimes it's easier to just have the correct type right up front. And while currency is a number, bear in mind that this number will be created as a generic value. And if you go down here into the variables pane and you create a new variable, the options you're going to get are Boolean, int, string, object, array of t, and so on. But notice down here at the bottom we've got this thing called Browse for Types. So hopefully that makes perfect sense that you could click on this and it opens up a brand new window. Now this might be a little bit intimidating if you're not comfortable with the .NET framework. And again, I know I'm repeating myself, but if you are a business person and you've never dealt with programming or the .NET framework, then be sure to check out my RPA Tech Primer course. But for those of you who are familiar with the .NET classes and types, you probably already know we're looking for a decimal type to store currency. So if I type in decimal up here at the top, you can see still there are many things to choose from. So you've got to have the technical sense to be able to rapidly parse through this list and realize that you're looking for a system decimal. And if I double click on that or click OK, now you can see that the type of this variable is system.decimal. And I can type in 125 and move away, and notice I'm not getting any kind of a validation error there. So I'll show you one more example of this. Let's say that we wanted to have a list of strings, and if I click in here, I can select an array of t. Notice when I do that, I get a slightly smaller and less intimidating picker here that allows me to choose what t is going to be in my array. So in this case, it's easy. I can just choose string because I wanted an array of strings, and I click OK. And now notice it says that it's a system string array, which is what I wanted. But what if I wanted an array of decimals? Much in the same way that we chose Browse for Types for a single decimal, we can select Array of t, then click on our Type dropdown, and again go to Browse for Types here. Once again, our variable picker shows up. We type in decimal and grab system decimal. And now you can see we're going to have an array of system decimals. As easy as that.